know I do to make it through the times we had. I see it now, I see it now. Real love, now I'll break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I work it out, I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
Hello everyone, Doc Instinct here, and in today's video, I'm gonna show you one of my go-to DPS build in the Division 2. High damage output and a little bit of survivability as well. Now let's get into the build, shall we? Now let's start with our specialization first. In this build, I'm using the sharpshooter spec for more damage output because of this talent. Uh, on one in the head, yeah, because it increased 15% headshot damage with rifles, and marksman rifles allows for precision kills. And also emergency cleanse talent is very helpful when you're experiencing a lot of bleeding, poison, and burn, yeah, and that's for 20 seconds. You can also use the gunner build, which gives you a lot of bullets, of course, rate of fire, a weapon handling, and a pulse resistance. And Banshee is really OP right now. And also use the right foam and the fast reload it gives you. Alright, so I guess that's pretty much for my specialization build. Now let's get into our weapons. Now for my weapon, I'm using the Honey Badger level 40 with a total damage of 89k with 790 RPM and 50 mag. I got a decent roll here, not a really good one, and I have measured because of the increased rate of fire and the increased damage half of your magazine. And also I'm using the classic M1A, of course, with strain. I really have a bad roll here, but it still hits. It still hits a lot. And you can also use FAMAS with strained. I have two here. Alright, if you're using an AR, and the secret here is the scope, the 8 times scope, because of our talent from our armor. Alright, for our mask, I'm using a Providence defense. I have a good roll here with 11.5% weapon damage with max critical damage, critical hit damage, and 4.7 critical hit chance, and 11.3 critical damage for the mods. Because Providence gives us 10% headshot damage, I got 2, so I have another critical hit chance here with a 10% critical hit chance. Now let's go to our armor. Okay, our armor is Fenris group because I'm using an AR to get this 10% assault rifle damage. I have here 15% weapon damage maxed, and 8.2 headshot damage, 10.8 critical hit damage, and 5.1 critical hit chance for the mod. For our talent, I'm using focus because it increases total weapon damage by 5% every second you are aiming, while scope 8 times or higher up to 50%. So that's a lot of weapon damage. Now on our holster, I'm using the Grupo Sombra to get this 15% critical hit chance. I have here 14.6 weapon damage, 12.0% critical hit damage, and 6.0 critical hit chance. And to our backpack, I'm using another Providence defense. Yeah, I got the 10% critical hit chance, 11.8 weapon damage, 4.9 critical hit chance, 9.2 hazard protection, and 5.7 critical hit chance. I could have critical hit damage here, but unfortunately, I haven't gotten any good backpack from my farming sessions. I'm using the talent Vigilance to increase total weapon damage by 25%. Taking damage disables this buff for 4 seconds. Alright, Vigilance, pro tip, Vigilance is proccing while using a shield. So now let's go to our uh, gloves. From our gloves, I'm using the contractor's gloves because yeah, 10% LMG damage. I don't really care about this, but I have here 7.4 weapon damage and 11.0 damage armor. This is the most important component of this glove. Now, I have here a 12.0 critical hit damage. Very good. All right. On my knee pads, I'm using the Fox Sprayer to get that 10% rifle damage. Very nice for our M1A. I got here 9.3 weapon damage, 15% damage to target out of cover. Very good as well. And I have here 12.0 critical hit damage. Alright, that's very nice. And now for our skills, I'm using the Reviver Hive, of course. And for our second skill, I'm using the Crusader Shield, of course, to proc that Vigilance. Alright, so I guess that's it for my build for today. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoyed it. Now, after all those builds and gears and critical hits and damages, here's my overall stats. All right, I have here 51.4 critical hit chance, 128.7 critical hit damage, 123.2 headshot damage, 11.0 armor damage. All right, weapon damage I have here 69.8% weapon damage, 34% rifle damage bonus, and 25% assault rifle damage bonus, and 25% LMG damage bonus. So, yeah. And to test our build here, so as you can see, our talent here at the bottom side, bottom part of our screen, the focus talent is now proccing. So you can see there. So it and the vigilance is also proc right now, as you can see. So we're hitting at 2.2 million here, and that's 3.5 million, and that's 3.5 million again. Okay, all right, that's a lot of damage. Now let's change this to named. Excuse me. All right. So as you can see there, I'm trying to max out our focus here, so you can see our damage. So let's see. See, that's 4.1 million. Alright, that's 4.1 million. Okay, to keep it proc, the what you call this, the focus, you can stay ADS. Okay, you can stay ADS while reloading. Okay, now that's 4.2 million. Okay, that's 4.2 million, guys. Now for our AR, let's see. For our AR here, okay, our max hit would be 752k. As you can see there, I don't have any more bullets, so I'm gonna reload here. Okay. Alright, so let's wait for a while. Okay, let's max it out a bit. you can see here, our max damage is 750k. Okay, all right. So for that, uh, to proc the focus, you need an 8 times scope, the CQBSS scope I'm using here. You can use a digital scope, but I don't want to waste the critical damage, that 5% critical damage. And also you can use this, but you're gonna lose 10% reload speed there. Okay, so I guess that's it for our build for today. I hope you like our video for today. So like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I'll see you again on our next video. So goodbye and thank you.